Agni is invisible. Everywhere the function is done by the Agni only. Whether you set a fire by lighting a fire or you throw it on the ground and without doing it, then also the dissolving has been taken place only by the Agni. What happens? We say it gets rotten. What do you mean by rotten? The water falls on that. The earth is there. The water falls on that. Constantly when the water is falling on, it gets separated to a certain extent. It will not get separated completely. It will get separated only to a certain extent. Who is the water? Water is again an agent of Agni. Fine. What happens to those small pieces which has been separated by the water? How it gets dissolved? How it goes into the earth? It becomes the earth and it is not visible. It's also by the Agni which is invisible there. So whatever is there in the universe, whether you light a fire and burn it or you don't light a fire and burn it, it will get dissolved by the Agni which is invisible, that is there. Who is it? Who is the one of the prime ingredient of the Prakriti. Agni has to be there. In each and every thought that is created by you is created only when the Agni is there. You have to Agni. That's what we call it as intention. What is intention? What is intention? You should have an intention. You should have a goal in your life. How will you make that goal? You should have a thought. You should have an idea, we call it. We should have an intention. From where it comes? From the vaishvanara that is available in you. From the Agni that is available in you. How can you improvise? Everywhere, as we said, everywhere there is invisible Agni. In you also there is invisible Agni. Now what is to be done? In order to create a goal in life or to lead the life in the right manner, you have to utilize the Agni for creating a thought. How? Why we are not all having the same thought when we have Agni inside us? Why? Because Agni, even though it is in you, as I told you, if you throw the paper out, it will take time to get dissolved by the Agni. Why? Because there is a different status of separation takes place. Whereas you put directly into this one, within a fraction of a second, the paper is burnt. There is a difference here. Time, kala. What happened? Why? Because here, here, I have accumulated all the Panchabhutas, that means firewood, earth, annam, firewood is annam, annam, bhumi, jalam. Everything is there in the firewood. I have collected it and then set fire. Agni added to that has become a total Agni. This is called the Agni. Total Agni. I put the paper into the total Agni, has become immediately invisible. Whereas I put the paper outside, is not an immediate Agni, an ingredient of Agni which has to travel through Bhumi, Prithvi, Aap. The reverse process. From the Agni, Jalam has come, from Vayu has come, then Prithvi has come. Same way, when I put it on the Prithvi, from the Prithvi, it will go to Vayu, from the Vayu it will go to Jalam, from the Jalam it will go to Agni. So this transition takes place. You understood? This is how it becomes invisible. Same process, because there cannot be a different rule for everything. So it has to go only by that process. That's why nature has got its own rule, we say. It cannot deviate. Nobody can deviate it. It's how it reaches the Agni. Whereas here I am bringing all these ingredients together and lighting a fire. So Agni. We don't think that. We think it's only the Agni. No. It's a combination of Prithvi, Agni, Jalam and Vayu. Then only that fire burns. In the fire burns too, there has to be Vayu. Then there has to be Annam. There has to be Jalam. There has to be Prithvi. Then only all these things happen. So when it is provided together, it will immediately separate. If I don't do it, it will take its own course of time, depending upon situations. What is that? Kala. That's called Kala. Same way. In the same manner, Agni is there in you. If I make it as an Vaishvanaran, then I can burn everything into that Vaishvanaram and create a thought which is transmitted from the Jnanam through the Vaishvanaram of the Prakriti, then I can have a sankalpa of that nature. But in case that Agni I cannot create, I have to slowly and gradually pass through Prithvi, Vayu, Jala, Agni, then I know the knowledge. You got it? So what happened? I have to identify everything that is there in the Prithvi, materialistic view. I should know Bhumi, I should know water, I should know metals, I should know food, annam, I should know how to live, how to walk, how to experience, how the climate, rain, and winter, and sun, and heat, everything I have to know. That means knowing the Prithvi. Then I have to know the Vayu, Madhyama. What I am trying to explain here? Madhyama. I have to know the Madhyama then. Then I have to create that. Then I have to know the Akasha then. I do that. After that, I reach the Agni. At that point of time, I separate and then have the Sankalpa of which is the pure, beautiful living. Till then, I am on the trial and error method, trying to find out that vaishvanara. You got it? How the paper burnt directly, how the paper indirectly burnt. One is directly burnt, immediate. One is indirectly burnt, everything burns, indirectly burnt, but it takes time, kala. When you have the Vaishvanara, you have to create the Vaishvanara in you, that Agni, that without Agni you cannot survive. So you are surviving, Agni is there. Even though the quantity of Agni is there in you, you have to improvise the quality and quantity of the Agni in you. Then only you will be reaching to the status of the reflecting area where the jnanam being reflected through the jnanam being the agent or the consciousness, the Agni is being reflected through the jnanam with the sankalpa of the purity, pure form of the Jivatma. To reach there, I have to reach that stage, then only I will be in a position to execute my karmas without enjoying the divided karma of the Panchabhutas, divided bhutas of the Panchabhutas, divided pleasures in the Panchabhutas. No, they are all taking time. No? Enjoying the pleasure means taking time. Water, rainwater falling on the paper, tap, tap, tap. 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, one hole. Another drop falls down, another 20 days. Enjoying the pleasures. Enjoying the pleasures of the world. Each and every drop falling, enjoying the pleasures of the world. After that, suddenly it is not there. Then some particles are left, and that we have to wait for the sunlight to come. Becomes dry gradually. Apa, then you are in the apa is transmitted. So what happened? Like this, stage by stage you transmit yourself to that. But instead, if you can be there, with this improve upon the Vaishvanara and bring all the bhutas together, light, make a fire and put it up there. You are. Same way. In your Vaishvanaram, you are not able to do it because it was reflected on the karma phala when it was projected to you, and you have fallen to that karma phala, that jnanam that is, even though it is a jnanam that is projected, even though it is a Vaishvanara that is projected, because of the mixture of karma phala, you started enjoying the pleasures of the Panchabhutas with that jnanam that is available to you, instead of knowing that by why, because it has fallen on the karma phalas. So you started enjoying the karma phalas with that jnanam, with that Vaishvanara. My God, now what to do? It's the question. Nothing. That is why Bhagavan has created some people to explain you what to do. What is to be done? Don't worry. These are all processes. You are still in the periphery of the Prakriti. You are not outside the universe. You are not outside the Bhagavan's Prabhav Chaitanyam. Because even though it is a Prakriti, it is Bhagavan Chaitanyam only. You are still in the periphery of the Bhagavan's Chaitanyam, because nothing can be there beyond the Chaitanyam. You are still in the Chaitanyam, but you are not in the fulcrum. You are only in the status of enjoying the peripheries of the Prakriti. That's all. So first you have to know the Prakriti, then you have to know the Jnanam, then you have to know the Vaishvanaram. Then when you become the Jnanam of the Vaishvanaram, the Jnana, the transport of the Vaishvanaram, which is transporting the Jnanam. And when you become the Vaishvanaram, then you become the Jnanam that is being transported, and get yourself transported through the Vaishvanaram back to the Purusha is called Layam. So for that, what is to be done? You are told everything wonderful to listen. It is beautiful. What should I do? It's very important. What should you do? That is why we are explaining the Upanishad, Vedas and Shastras, making you do the tapasya, so that what happens? The Vaishvanaram inside you will get more and more flamed. Not deflamed. Flamed, so that the quality of the Vaishvanaram improves. You are lighting, you are assimilating the Panchabhutas. Gradually renounce that is pleasures, so that the Prithvi is pure. In you, what happens? One of the Bhutas, which is Prithvi, that becomes pure. Then the Vayu becomes pure. Then the Apa becomes pure. Then the Agni. Automatically, when these are pure, the Vaishvanaram inside you will be as equivalent as the Vaishvanaram which is being reflected in the consciousness. At that point of time, you automatically get the Sankalpa. You don't have to do Sankalpa there. As I told you here, in the mind we have to do Sankalpa there. Automatically you get a Sankalpa. Through the Tapasya, what is that? Through the Tapasya. Tapasya is not only sitting and meditating, it's not Tapasya. Tapasya, he has got a tapasya, he has got a determination. No. A tapasya is that to have that jnanam. What is that jnanam? Jnanam about the jnanam about the jnanam, jnanam about the Vaishvanaram, jnanam about the Prakriti, jnanam about the Purusha. Learn from the Upanishads, follow the Upanishads, whatever